What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Volume 3 of Alice in Borderland by Haro Aso. I, too, am surprised that we are still here talking about Alice in Borderland, and nothing is more surprising to me than Volume 3, because as I've been reading, like, you know, if you've been watching these videos, you know, I loved the Netflix show, that's why I'm reading these, and when I read Volume 1, I read Volume 2, I'm like, you know, like, they're good, but, like, I just have so many issues with them. Like, they have these weird things in them, like the sexual assault, the way the dialogue is written, things like that. Like, I just not super invested in, you know? But reading this third one was absolute insanity, and I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, and like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, this is an A- book. Like, this one is outstanding. So if you've gotten this far, like, you kind of know where we're going. So this is entirely, actually not entirely, there's still a little bit that we haven't seen, but it is the Ten of Hearts game within the beach. And if you've watched the show, like, you know what that means. I remember watching those episodes for Ten of Hearts and just raw feelings of terror, of betrayal, of all of that. It's just, the way they did it was so unbelievably well done. And to see it play out in the story beat for beat was really, really amazing. And the fact that they interrupt this story, like they interrupt the Ten of Hearts game to go back and tell another story about Arisu that actually isn't in the show, I like cannot believe they left those details out. One of the biggest things that's gotten me so far with reading the manga as opposed to watching the series is this feeling of when you enter Borderland, all of our characters at first are like, this is great. Like, nobody's here. I got my wish. Like, I wanted to be taken away from my life. I didn't want to be here anymore. And now I'm somewhere else where I'm free from all of that. And what snaps them out of it is when they enter their first game and they find out how devastating their stay in Borderland is about to become. And I loved seeing that echoed in our short story in the middle, because we take a break and we see this new character. He enters Borderland as well, and he enters the game, and there's like a masked figure in the game with them. And we find out later, like, that is Arisu, which it's kind of a spoiler, but not really a spoiler. But what was insane is, like, he is very similar to Arisu, and, like, he's a high schooler. He was dealing with all the same things. He feels like a loser. He enters this game. His very first game is a 4 of Hearts. Like, that's insane. And realizing, like, these people, he can't trust these people even though he wants to, and they can't trust him even though they want to. And it really finally clicked for me, like, why they kept labeling Arisu as, like, specializing in Hearts games. Like, there's something about the game that he was in, the 7 of Hearts, that changed something in him. And it's that character development where I was like, man, like, this is gonna get crazy when we finally get into our face card games. This ends before the ending of the Ten of Hearts game. Specifically, it's like this really big moment. We're like about to be revealed, like, who the witch actually is, and I'm really excited to see that. My only thing that I'm not liking so far is Chishia. I don't really like his character within this. I think they did him better in the Netflix show, but I will say, like, Kuina, like, her backstory that we see in this is so beautiful, and I think they did it really, really well in the Netflix show as well. I still wish they'd gotten a trans actress to play her, but ultimately, like, I loved seeing it play out on the page as well. And, like, I'm in shock, guys. Like, listen, like, every time I've been reading these, I'm like, I don't recommend them. Like, they're, like, it's good, but, like, I wouldn't recommend them. But, like, this one, it's good. Like, Volume 3 is very, very good. It's still a lot. I mean, it opens with the scene with Naragi and Usagi, and, like, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So it's still a lot, but, like, this one in particular is just, it absolutely blew me away. So, like I said, I'm giving it an A-, and I am excited to see where we're going next. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Talk Books with me every week. That's everything I got for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.